Hello, it's me again, Emily. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's reading, we'll be doing a what do you need to know right now kind of reading. I'm not filming my face today. I've been working all day, working hard. So I just thought, you know what, let's just film like this today, and maybe next time I'll film my face again. And so my intention is to film a quick reading for each group, but we'll see what messages pop up anyway to see if it can be a quick reading. So if you'd like a more in-depth personal reading, my email and my link to my Etsy account is down in the description box, along with the timestamps for each reading, my Instagram account as well. And don't forget to like, comment, tell me what you thought of this reading, and subscribe to see more from me and to support my channel. So over here we have group 1, group 2 and group 3. Take your time to choose which group is for you. Choose more than one group if you wish. If you don't hear a message in your group for you, then continue watching, as the message may pop up nearing the end of your reading. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4 and out. 2, 3, 4 to choose which group is for you. Timestamps will be in the description box, and let's get to group 1. Hi group 1, welcome to your reading. Thank you for watching. So this is your what do you need to know right now reading. Apologies for the lighting if it's not amazing. I'm just doing the best that I can with what I have because it is night time, and I decided not to record my face today because I've been working all day. So this is your what do you need to know right now reading, and I'll start off with the oracle cards because I feel like a message wants to come out first from the oracle deck. Oh, first card here. So let's see what we have. What messages the group 1 need to know about their situation, about where they're heading, about personal growth, whatever we need to know about right now. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we have sad embrace. It's okay to feel. It's okay to cry if you need to cry. It's okay to feel things out. It's okay. It's just okay. Don't feel bad about yourself when the feeling comes across. It's okay to sit with it, because if you don't sit with it and it keeps coming towards you, you'll never be released of the feeling of sadness, of any difficult feeling. It'll be difficult to get rid of because you're not dealing with it head on straight away as soon as it shows its face. So when an uncomfortable feeling shows its face, welcome it with welcome arms. It's welcome it in with open arms. It's, oh, I feel sad. Oh, it's okay, I feel sad. I'm just going to sit down and I'm going to think about what's making me feel sad. If it's nothing, then just sit with it. If it's something, then what about that situation made you feel sad? And then just keep digging until you feel better about things, and so that you can release it after you have sat with it. Wishing well, yeah. Feel it. Feel the feelings and release them, because we have this mask here. You don't have to put up a mask to yourself. You don't have to pretend everything is okay, because when you wear masks, you're pretending that you're someone that you're not. You're pretending that you're okay. You're covering your tears. You're covering your sadness. You're covering your hurt. You're covering your anger. And what would life look like if you release that mask and you felt things, you let them go, let go of the mask? How would you feel after that? How does it feel to release those feelings? Will you feel much lighter? Will you feel more, I don't know, encouraged? Will you feel happier? Stuff like that, so that you can walk away because it's a job well done. You filled the well full of wellness, because crying is wellness. Feeling your feelings is wellness. And then we have solitude. Yeah. What did I say about the mask? It's like putting on a mask to hide yourself from yourself. And it's about taking the time out by yourself, for yourself, to feel your feelings, to release those heavy feelings or uncomfortable feelings. Because what's the use in holding on to feelings? How heavy is that going to be for you? Yeah, it may feel scary with Oregon's layer. It may feel like you want to run away, but it's okay to sit still. Oh, I can't see. There we go. It's okay to sit still in the with the feelings. Hold and open your arms to unexpected feelings, because it's like opening the door and holding it open for these unexpected feelings will help you just close the door on it forever. You can open the door and then you can close it afterwards. So by closing the door, it's all about, let's see, what's it all about? Closing the door is all about processing those feelings and then releasing them, and then it's a healthy time to close that door. Or maybe there isn't really a door. It's like feeling those feelings, it's like the door just disappears. So there's no locked door, there's no closed door, holding on to everything. Feel your fears and let it go. That's if you can, because sometimes feelings can be really overwhelming. It depends on the person. And if you've been dampening down your feelings for so many years, it can feel like this. It can feel like a huge red alert sign that you shouldn't go there. But go there one step at a time. You don't have to jump straight into all of your feelings straight away. And then, yeah, we have the 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Hopefully you can see that, yeah. So this is about feeling your feelings, letting them go with this cup, moving away from this woman, and this woman moving away from the cup so she can move on to a different chapter, to a brighter chapter, to happiness. And forget about those old feelings. Yes, she can look back and say, oh, I remember when I used to feel those feelings. Oh, I've forgotten what that feels like, but I remember how I used to walk around the house with my head down, for instance, but I don't do that anymore. I don't need to do that anymore. And then we have the 4 of Swords here. Yeah, I didn't shuffle these cards. 4 of Swords. This is all about resting. This is all about feeling your feelings. This is all about sitting with your feelings, just so that you can heal. Alright, so let's see, what other messages do we have for group 1? What do they need to know in this moment? What do group 1 need to know in this moment? What do group 1 need to know? All these cards aren't coming out at all. Okay, there we go. Yeah, because maybe you've been avoiding processing it all. Maybe there's just been a lack of trust there. Maybe you haven't been feeling comfortable in yourself for a long time. Avoiding the fact that you have work to do on yourself. Because the 9 of Pentacles upright, this person is working, producing, doing this, that, the other with some help from this bird. But reverse, it's like avoiding. What have you been doing to avoid processing everything? What have you been doing to avoid your solitude, your time alone? What have you been doing to avoid your feelings? The Page of Cups, this is all about doing a deep dive and exploring. What are you feeling, and explore that. Be open to it so you can open your heart space. The Page of Cups heart space is lit up, well, not lit up, but it's like enhanced with these lines coming out of his chest. And it's just about welcoming in those feelings and treating them like a friend, as I was saying before, opening your heart up to these feelings, because you know they are a part of you. So why should you ignore parts of yourself? Why should you? You're just causing further discomfort. Get comfortable with the King of Pentacles in your own space. Get comfortable with your feelings. Get comfortable. If you need a loyal friend to help you out, to talk things through with, then they will be there. But the majority, it seems like it needs to be done alone. Because I'm getting self-trust is key here. Self-trust. I'm just keep hearing the word trust and self-trust. You have to trust in the process, because if you don't trust in the process, you're just going to keep hiding away from yourself. You're going to feel like the process is too long. How long am I going to go through this until I feel better? How long am I going to go through this until I can fully function again? But healing isn't linear. Healing takes time. How long am I going to feel low like this? How long am I going to feel uncomfortable feeling these feelings? But healing takes time. You just have to go through the motions. And then we have the Emperor card here. Yeah, this is all about feeling much more stable within yourself after you've gone through this process. Because it's funny, we have the Nine of Pentacles come out first, and it came out with reversed, and then we had the Page of Cups, who's a young soul who is explorative, however you say that word, who is open to just explore basically, and it's starting off that journey, and then it's becoming comfortable, and then being able to do what you need to do to re-enter society again. Yeah, to re-enter gosh, I can't speak. To re-enter society again, to collaborate with others, to work well with others. Yeah, but you just gotta go through that healing so you can reach the happiness stage. If you have a community to reach out to support you in this healing journey, in this feeling all your feelings journey, then by all means contact them. But if you don't, I'm sure there's resources out there to help you with this process, because the Pentacle suit is all about resources. It's all about money. It's all about gaining access to the material world. So it could be like the internet. You can research on the internet about, you can even go on to selfhelp.com. I'll probably link that in the description box with your timestamps. And then we have the Hanged Man. Patience is key. Sometimes you just have to sit still and feel everything out, you know. But let's see what other messages we can get with the Tarot of the New Vision cards. What other messages do we have for Group 1 regarding their situation? Let's see. Take control of the situation. Don't wait for other people to save you. Save yourself. I'm getting the Princess card from the what's it called? The Journey of Love Oracle card deck. If you don't take control, who else is going to take control? Oh yeah, the Emperor take control as well. Who else will take control over your feelings, your headspace? You being comfortable in your own situation, you feeling comfortable in your own emotional space. Because it's like once you go through all of that, you'll feel more in control. You'll feel more comfortable to stand with your head held high and to say, wow, I have passed a big chapter in my life. What next? What next? I can conquer anything. I can do anything I set my mind to. This is all about becoming emotionally intelligent, I'm kind of feeling here. And just intelligent overall, because you'll be doing your research, so you'll have read up on the many ways to cope with, I don't know, anxiety, cope with depression, cope with PTSD. Of course, if you have PTSD, then go to a counselor. If you need a counselor, therapist, then they will be there for you. But it's all about feeling, oh, what is that word? Empowered. Feeling empowered, yes. Five of Wands, yeah. It may be a struggle. There may be very many conflicting feelings that you need to filter through, that you need to work through. But that's perfectly natural. I don't want it to be like, oh, I'm feeling all conflicted kind of feelings, I need to shut down. It's about not getting to that shutdown point. It's about what's that word? Pinpointing the moment where you usually shut down and move past that, push past that, do the most to push past it, because what you don't want to happen is to shut down and dampen everything down again. Take the lead, take control. You have the power, you can control this. So control it. Control yourself when you feel like you're at that point where you need to shut down. Seven of Pentacles, it's all about reflecting. Heavy on the reflecting energy here. It's like, what have you done in the past that is no longer working? What can you continue doing? Have you been waiting around for something to happen for too long? Because the Seven of Pentacles is watching and waiting to see if it's the right time to do something. So some of you may have been waiting for the right time to do something. Or some of you can just be reflecting on a project, on yourself, on your situation, on people, stuff like that. Maybe you don't want to make the same mistakes as same mistakes that you always have done in the past, where take for example where you shut down you emotionally. But what can you do differently? What can you do differently, group one? And then we have the Three of Pentacles. Again, we had the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck of the Light Seers Tarot deck, and now we have the Three of Pentacles actually come out. So maybe you've been struggling to connect with others, and this could be actually building a safer space for yourself, because we have the middle column here that's been held up well by these three perfectly precise pentacles that have been built into the pillars. And it's like you'll be well built emotionally, physically and spiritually once you have gone through this process of healing. And maybe you can take this new self, your new self, for a spin so that you can be like, oh wow, I wouldn't have been able to do this before because this feeling got in the way, that feeling got in the way, or this person got in the way, that person got in the way, this obstacle, that obstacle. But I feel like, yeah, your obstacles will be out of the way once we get to the Ace of Pentacles. This is the bottom of the deck, yeah. Chariot, obstacles getting out of your way so you can move forward. And then what's the card under that? Yeah, because there'll no longer be restrictions to yourself, because oh, we have the Devil and the Moon. Yeah, this is all about restrictions you place on yourself. This is all about how the habits you hold within yourself. What bad habits do you have? So it's like pinpointing the moment you get to the point where you tap out because the emotions are too much. So it's like really acknowledging those feelings and those habits. Alright, and let's get to your last cards. We got two astral How's this cards here? So we have marriage, committing to yourself, having a new way of doing things and blossoming once you do commit to yourself. This could be a marriage of a career partner, a partner in your career, sorry, or your work. This could be a marriage of you promising yourself to feel your emotions and to become a different person and committing to yourself with the new person you're becoming. Or this could be just a marriage with your partner, because you do have the King of Pentacles and the Emperor, and these two characters here are very strong partners to have in a relationship, therefore leading to a marriage. We have nest, and emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Yes. You will become emotionally secure and emotionally intelligent after this experience, after this process, and feeling secure physically and emotionally. Yeah, so, and having a much more secure family unit, because we do have the marriage card. This is securing a long-term family, I was going to say establishment, but having a long-term family unit that is committed to helping each other out, supporting each other when you need support. Woman, dealings or relationship with a woman. And then we have harp, great happiness. Wow, yeah, so much happiness, so much goodness coming towards you. But I feel like once you do go through all of this upheaval, all of this struggle, all of this I don't want to feel this feeling, but I need to, it's for my own good, then it will lead you to great happiness, and you'll be able to sing, you'll be able to dance, you'll be able to live freely with yourself, because you felt the depth of yourself already. We have career, yeah. Yeah, so those who are here for their career, it's looking like your career is heading in the right direction. We have the King of Pentacles and the Emperor card here and the Three of Pentacles. And then we had the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So it's like coming into a new opportunity career-wise and being able to move forward with it with the Chariot, and being able to feel settled within your career because you've worked hard to be there. You've worked hard to get to where you are in your career. And this is about emotional stability as well. 4 legs on the table, and this is just standing tall, being confident within yourself, and being able to flourish like this plant in the card. And it's like, what can you do to help yourself flourish? What ingredients does it take for you to flourish? If you need a lot of alone time, if you need to drink water, if you need to eat healthy food, stuff like that, if you need to go out and socialize more. And then we have Rose, romance in the air. Wow. Oh, so it's looking like those who are here for romance, your romantic life, your love life is looking up. If you're in a relationship right now, your relationship is going to the next level, and if you are looking to date someone, it'll be flourishing, it'll be like opening up slowly to the person, and that's okay, so it can create a solid foundation, because we have the Emperor card here as well, which is the number 4. But it's like whatever your relationship status looks like, it's going to be flourishing, and your family relationships are going to be flourishing. If you don't have a good relationship with your family, then disregard that, unless there is an event that's going to happen that needs you to come together and heal that relationship you have with each other. Alright, yeah, so those are the messages I'm seeing for you, group 1. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi group 2, welcome to your reading. Thank you for watching. So this is your what do you need to know right now reading. I didn't feel like recording my face today because I've been working all day. And excuse me if the lighting isn't very good. I'm just doing the best that I have with what I have at this time. Alright, so this is your reading and we'll just do a quick reading this time because I'm short on time anyway. So let's see what we have. What messages do we have for group 1? What messages do we have for group 1? What do they need to hear right now about their situation, about their career, about their personal life, about their spiritual health? These cards do not want to come out today. What messages do group 1 need to hear? Okay, we have Field of Dreams. Let's see, that's gonna fit into the picture. Field of Dreams. This is all about starting from the ground up and doing what you can to see that whatever you're putting your energy to is really growing, is really flourishing, is moving along healthily, because what you don't want to do is to start something and then be like, okay, I've done enough, I'm just going to leave it and move on to the next thing. But it seems like what you are doing right now, it seems like it needs some tender loving care, some TLC, because it is growing. We have eggs underneath these fairies. It's like in its beginning stages, and it needs nourishing, it needs the right amount of food, it needs the right amount of attention to start into something. It may need a collaboration with someone else because we have a number 2, so maybe a partnership, but then 2 + 1 is 3, so collaborating with others may help in the build up of something, so building from the ground up, because you want a nice stable foundation to start something on, because if you don't start with a strong foundation, how is something supposed to last? How is something supposed to last if it's not built on a strong foundation and built on love and tender and care? This could be to do with children as well. I don't know why I'm picking up on children, but it's like treating those around you with kindness, because maybe they're feeling a little vulnerable like right now. Maybe they feel like they're starting from the ground up and they need your support. So definitely support them in what they are doing, or you need that support. And then we have Storm Fields. Yeah, it's just what I was saying, because maybe what's the point in building something if it's not stable? So it's like providing that love and care and nourishment. It will help it to grow, because what happens when a storm field comes in and wipes out everything that you've done, because it couldn't stand the long term, because you didn't take your time with it to build it up. Or this could be that you're already building something from the ground up after a big upheaval, because I was getting the Tower card when I was explaining the building from the ground up and building a solid structure. So maybe you're going through a period where there is upheaval, there is a need to start again, there is a need to scrap something and start again, just so that you can start afresh and build something more sustainable, something that you actually care about. Come together, yeah, because, oh, let's see, we have come together. So things fall apart so they can come together. And as I was saying before, maybe there's a partnership that needs to come together so that you can, so that they can help you build from the ground up, because you can't do everything alone. You can't put all of your blood, sweat and tears into something and then after that you're totally and completely drained because you really went hard on this situation, on this new growth. It's like lighten your load and share by sharing the load. And then we have protecting treasure. Yeah, maybe you've tried hard to protect what's being uprooted at this time, or what has been uprooted. So this could be like paying attention to your finances, paying attention to your physical world. It's like building from the ground up so that, you know, what you are building is treasure and can last for the long term, because treasure, it's like full of diamonds, gold, and they last. So build something to last instead of taking shortcuts. Don't take shortcuts. Group 2. And then we have wide open. Yeah. It's like this storm field has blown things wide open, and all kinds of things can happen now. So many different possibilities. So what possibilities can you put into this new growth that's happening from this storm fields? Be open to all of the possibilities, different ideas, different paths you can enter into. Because being closed off to the new things that can happen, it's preventing the growth that can be necessary for this new project, this new relationship, this just new things that are entering into your life. So be open to things and don't overthink things, because this is freeing you up from the responsibilities that you didn't need, that weren't needed anymore in your life. And it's like, what are you going to do with this free time now? You can heal from this free time. You know, you can do some self-care in this free time. You can do some research in this free time. So whatever it is, whatever it looks like to you, then do that. Alright, okay, so let's see what we have here. We have the 7 of Wands. And then we have the 4 of Cups. Yeah, be open to newness that comes into your life. Be open to schedule changes, or be open to changing an appointment time or whatever, because it's like maybe you're just stuck on it because you're used to it, stuck on it because, oh, what's the point in changing things? Why should I change a good thing? But is it really a good thing? I'm gonna switch those around because I feel like they need to be changed around. Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm getting the message of maybe you just need to switch up your habits. Yeah, switch up your habits. Like what once was for you, it's like saying no, even being boundaried with yourself as well as others. So what you used to say yes to, say no, and what you used to say no to, say yes. So switch it up a little bit. But you don't need to say yes to everything, and you don't need to say no to everything anyway. The High Priestess. I'm getting more open to yourself. Not everyone needs to have access to your energy. You need to access your energy more. We have the High Priestess and the 7 of Wands. This person is meditating. So maybe it's an opportunistic time to start meditating, to really get in tune with yourself, get in tune with your intuition. Meditate as soon as you wake up, and meditate before you go to bed. Meditate once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day. Whatever routine will look good for you. It's just about not sitting in the staleness of life, of routine. It's not about just sitting with everything that is the same. Just switch things up. And then we have the Lover's card. Yeah, I feel like you're heading into better times, but in order to move towards better times, as I was saying before, maybe switch your no's to yeses and your yeses to no's. So just switch things up, because you never know what can come your way, what new things you'll be attracted to, what new experiences you will have, what new love affairs you can encounter. You know, just be more boundaried with yourself. Uh, so I'm getting the Queen of Swords here, so it's like being more protective of your own energy, and even what is the word I'm looking for? So when you say you're going to do something for yourself, then do it. That's the kind of message I'm getting here. The Moon. Okay, so it's kind of like, what are you fearing at this time? Maybe these storm fields are bringing up a lot of fears for you, and maybe this storm fields phase, whatever you're going through now, you're unsure about where you're heading, but it's okay to be open to the different possibilities, to the different paths. Keep an open mind with the King of Swords, sorry. Yeah, don't be closed off to everything. Don't overthink things. Try not to overthink things, and really discipline yourself. That's the word I was looking for. Self-discipline is key here, I'm getting. Alright, and then let's get some other cards. What other messages do we have for group 2? What messages do group 2 need to hear right now? What messages need to be heard by group 2? What messages? Okay, the 3 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. There's no point in pushing back the inevitable. I don't know why I'm hearing that. I'm here, like on Avengers Infinity War. I think it's that one where Thanos is like, you can't deny the inevitable. I don't know if he said that that's the specific way, but when upheavals happen, it's inevitable, because maybe they weren't built on solid foundations, as I said before. And it's like pushing back on those changes will only make it more difficult. You'll be burning yourself out. So the best thing is to do is to open yourself up to many different possibilities. Oh, I just realized we have 2 7 of Wands here. So this one is fighting, is pushing against the inevitable. And then this 7 of Wands is like, you know what, it is what it is. I can sit with it. I can handle it. I am aware of myself. I have strong boundaries up of myself. I don't need to sweat it, because this is the inevitable. You know, so what can I do? I can fight all I want, fight with all that I have at the detriment to myself, or I can just sit down and watch things happen. But of course, boundaries, put some boundaries up. If you don't like, if something is unhealthy, put a stop to it there and then. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles. Oh, let's see, why do we have the 3 of Pentacles? This could be just to do with collaborating with others, having others help you build things up from the ground up, or just support you in it. You know, not everyone's help is good help. Not all advice is good advice. So don't take everyone's advice, basically. All people can do is support you. They can't force things to go their way. You know what you want, so just be open to advice, but be open not to take it as well, because as I said, all advice is not good advice. And did we have the coming together card? Yeah, come together card. So yeah, help will be offered along the way. Will you take it though? That is the question. Because sometimes people want to get their views across, and they will fight and say, no, you have to do it this way. And then you're like, no, I don't want to do it this way. But what is the point in saying, no, I don't want to do it this way? All you need to do is say, okay, yeah, I'll think about it. Yeah, I may just implement that actually. But if it's like it'll be easier for people to leave you alone then. But I've got my train of thought there, sorry. But let's see. We have the moon card again. Wow, so 2 7 of Wands and 2 moon cards. Wow, so you're really moving through unsurety, and there's a lot of fears that can surface from that. We had the 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck underneath the King of Swords, so it could be so easy for you to end up in your head about things, not feeling confident. We have the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck, but it's like fooling yourself to be more confident while moving through the unsurety, while going through that uncomfortable phase of not knowing to knowing. It's like what happens in between those stages. So it's like feigning confidence when you need to, but being vulnerable to yourself, by yourself or with yourself when you need to. But help is out there too. We have the King of Pentacles, which came out in group 1. It's about getting comfortable in the uncomfortable. Yeah. Getting comfortable in the uncomfortable. What can you learn along the way? I don't know where I'm getting what can you learn along the way, and what can you take with you from these uncomfortable experiences. But all of this is to get you to be more comfortable in your own space, in your own company. And then we have the Hermit. Yeah. Okay. Internal fears, exploring, analyzing things. Analyzing things that yeah, this is all about being analytical. Yeah, we had the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck as well, which enhances the message of being analytical. It's like, don't let anything slip your gaze. Yeah, don't let anything slip your gaze, because we have the 4 of Cups here as well. And the 4 of Cups can often overlook everything. But shifting your viewpoint and just analysing things before, while you move forward, is important at this time. There'll be a little speck of light to make you realize that you are on the right path. But until then, you'll be moving through things with unsurety, if that makes sense. But you are looking like you're on the right path. It just doesn't feel like it at this time. You just have to keep moving until you get to the other side. So as I was saying before, it's like you're in the space of an in-between of not knowing to knowing exactly where you are, what you're doing, and who you are around. Alright, so let's see your last messages with these last cards. Handshake. Also, we had the coming together card, and now we have the handshake. Things will come together at the time it's meant to come together. This is all happening so you can gain your footing, gain your sea legs. I don't know why the word sea legs are coming, but it's for your own stability, basically. Rooster. An arrogant, boastful person should not cross. This is all about speaking up for yourself. It's not allowing things to slip your gaze, but speaking up when you need to speak up. And an arrogant, boastful person, because can be, as I said, with people trying to get their views across and saying, no, you need to do it this way, there's no other way. Be careful of that. But take care, enemies are working against you. Yeah, because not everyone's advice is good advice. Broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. That's probably where you're at now, where things just feel really unstable, where things just feel like they're breaking down. But when you break things down, and the only way to move is up, then the only way to move is to solve the issue. Do you need to remove something that was wrong in the first place so you can rebuild? Kind of got that message in group 1, so if you were attracted to group 1, maybe it'll be beneficial for you to watch that group. Then we have Apple, temptation will test you. Yeah, people may test your patience, the situation may be testing you. You may feel like, okay, I'm done with this path, I'm gonna try something else. A new opportunity may tempt you, but it's some things may be a test and others look like they will actually be there for the long haul, because we do have the 2 moon cards, which is all about illusion as well. So maybe you'll be going after opportunities out of fear, out of a space of fear, because you're so unsure about where life is heading, where this situation is heading, where your job is heading. But be careful not to fall into that illusionary feeling. And then we have last card, feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Yeah, it's like you'll, as I was saying before, it's like you'll have little nuggets that you'll be on the right path anyway, like a little note, or for a random example, to know that you're on the right path. Or a feather, for example, people like to see feathers as being on the right path. So you'll receive little nuggets that you're on the right path, but you're on the right path anyway. So I'm getting a lifeline here as well with the handshake card. We had the broken bridge, and then right next to that is a handshake. So a broken bridge and you're falling off the bridge, but then someone comes to save you. And we do have the come together card, and people wanting to support you. So there'll be support along the way, so don't worry, don't fear. Yeah, fear is a natural thing to feel. So it's just about being able to move forward through that fear and through these illusionary temptations, I guess. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing for you, group 2. Let me know what you thought of this reading, because there were many messages that came popping up today in this reading. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, group 2. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your reading. This is your what do you need to know right now reading. Apologies for the lighting. It's really dark. I've been working all day, so that's why I'm not showing my face. So I'm just doing the best that I can with what I have. So yeah, this is your what do you need to know right now reading. So let's see what we have here. How are you guys feeling today? I don't know why I'm wanting to ask that question, because I don't usually ask in the groups. So maybe it's a good idea to keep checking in with yourself, or it's like checking in with a loved one that you're worried about, or someone that you're worried about, because I just keep hearing, how are you feeling, how are you feeling? And maybe you're in a situation where your feelings aren't validated, or your feelings aren't taken into account. So the only person who can see how you're feeling is you. And it's like every moment, not every moment, but sometimes throughout the day, it's like, okay, how am I feeling today? Is my heart feeling happy, for instance? Am I thinking too much? Am I annoyed? Am I happy? Am I joyful? Just so that you don't lose it, so to speak. It's like being your own best friend. It's okay to be your own best friend at this time. But yeah, how are you feeling, group 3, right now? Because maybe you've been through it at this time. Maybe people are annoying you. Let's see. Oh, that's a lot of cards. We'll use all of these. Okay, let's use these. We have wishing well. As I said in group 1, don't wear a mask with yourself. Maybe some people, because we have the mask here in this card floating away. Because as I said in group 1, sorry, you don't need to wear a mask for yourself. You don't need to hide yourself from yourself. If you're the only person you can be yourself around at this time, then do that. But it's all about also writing down your wishes, writing down your affirmations, so then you can work towards those wishes to create the life that you want for yourself. Spark, yeah, expression. Not making yourself feel better, but checking in with yourself, expressing yourself to someone you trust, or just checking in with yourself. Maybe you like to make music, so making music can cheer, you can cheer, what? Excuse me. So when you're making music, you can cheer yourself up. You can put yourself in a better emotional space by expressing yourself too. Pick up a musical instrument like she's doing here in the card. Even tending to your garden, while the person in the wishing well is outside, and the person in the spark card is standing on the bed of flowers. Or actually it looks like lavender, but I'm not quite sure. So if you like gardening, then maybe gardening can help you, or just going for walks and to calm yourself down, or just to talk to yourself, or to meet up with a friend, to chat with a friend, to express yourself. And then we have strength, yeah, holding yourself up, holding your responsibilities, and being strong in the moment, being strong for yourself. But it's not like forced strength where it's like, oh, I need to be strong right now. I need to ignore myself. I need to ignore my feelings, because that's a great strength. That's me being strong. But no, truth strength is not avoiding your feelings, expressing yourself, checking in with yourself. Because it's a social kind of thing where it's like, oh, you're such a strong person that you've been through this. But really, does that make you strong, or does that weaken you because you maybe been through it by yourself and didn't have anyone to talk to, didn't check in with yourself, so therefore you're a mess right now? But people see that as a strength. But I'm seeing this as true strength here. You're able to hold things up. You're able to keep things together. You're not drowning in your responsibilities. You're holding them and actually getting things done. And also, she's outside. Again, this person is outside. So maybe going outside more is something that will help you at this time. Oh, we have many 4s as well. It's about feeling steady on your feet. Feeling stable. Yeah, with the strength card, the person in the strength card is stable because she's holding everything up. So what makes you feel stable? And look closer at something. as I was saying before, maybe this is asking yourself how you feel at this time. What are you thinking about at this time? Do you feel sad, upset, whatever that looks like for you? But it's about doing your investigations, being investigative, just so that you don't overlook anything, just so that you're not forgetting anything. Maybe write things down, journal, maybe maybe read. What's your favorite book? What genre do you love to read? Getting more into that. And then we have Spirit of Place. A number, oh, many number fours. 4, 4, 4, 4. Now 4 here. It seems like you're in a really good space at this time, group 3. And I feel like you can let things go at this time, because not everything is meant to stay. It could be like small shifts that are happening right now, but being able to move through it easily. It's not about being attached to anything. It's about having a positive attitude, without it being like, oh, I'm strong for dealing with this, but have you really dealt with it? True strength is dealing with the emotions that come with a circumstance, or come after a circumstance. And that comes in with the Spark card, where you are expressing yourself, truly expressing yourself. Oh, Dry Desert. Oh, 3 + 1 is 4. Wow, you guys are in a good space right now. I just feel like this really strong positivity coming from this reading. I'm just hearing the words, things are looking up after a long dry spell, but you're able to handle this dry spell, whatever this dry spell means to you. Yeah, I just get this real sense of freedom from the dry desert, from the person in the dry desert. It's like freedom from the things that maybe held you back in the past, freedom from others' opinions, as I was saying, not being attached to many things or even people is freedom within itself, because you don't have to answer to people. You don't have to take on other people's negative opinions of you, because they are just their opinions and what they think. It's not a true reflection on what's actually happening with you. It's not an actual true reflection of who you are as a person. So I'm just getting a true freedom here with this reading, which is, oh my goodness, which is beautiful. Excuse me. Let me just tidy this up. Alright, so let's see what other messages we have for you, group 3. This is self-reliance as well. I'm just hearing the message, I'm hearing the words, I'm young and independent and I don't need no man. You know, so it's true independence that you are coming into, or you may be feeling this right now. Well, let's see. We have another 4. Wow. Wow. Ooh, this is a really powerful energy, group 3. I'm just gonna sit with it for a little bit. Bear with me. You guys are just strong, independent people, and you don't need no man. You can get through things on your own. You can work things out on your own. And you don't need the distractions of others. You don't need the attachments of others to have their opinions, and those opinions you are stuck on because you're wondering, okay, is this really the right thing for me to do? There's no second guessing yourself. Don't second guess yourself. Group 3. Like, if you do feel like you're second guessing yourself, there's always the internet, Google, there's always books you can read, journal articles, what else? I was going to say magazines, but I feel like steering clear of those. Only factual information is needed because magazines are pure speculation. But yeah, if you are in doubt, there's always Google. Yeah, self-reliance, 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. And feeling that true freedom that comes with self-reliance, and not feeling like you are avoiding people. This is because you are a strong, independent person. The 9 of Cups, free of attachment. Yeah, because this person was locked in this box and was kept away from the things that this person enjoyed for so long. So this is all about true freedom, doing what makes you happy. What makes you happy, group 3. Continue doing that and keep asking yourself, how do I feel today in this, and how do I feel in this very moment? Am I feeling happy? How can I remove these obstacles that are in my way so I can be my true happy self, my true happy authentic self? Oh, powerful. The Knight of Cups and the King of Swords. Wow. As I was saying before, do your research. You need to know what you're getting into before you get into something, because we do have the Knight of Cups here, because this person comes in with an invitation. This person comes in with what did I just say, invite? This person comes with so much that seems good, but is it really what it says on the tin? You can decide that for yourself by being vigilant, by being on the lookout. You don't need to be tied into what this person says to you or people say to you, because you have your own mind, group 3, and you can rely on yourself. So do you really need this person? Do you really want this person? Yes. I'm not saying that I'm not saying to ignore the person. I'm not telling you what to do, but do they have your best interests at heart? It's just being in a good headspace and knowing what's right for you and knowing what isn't. Because there's a lot of things right now that is right for you, group 3. You just have to keep moving towards that. And be careful of people who come in offering the moon and the stars when they can only offer you I don't know, the littlest things, I guess. So be careful of big offers at this time. I hope that made sense. That message was all over the place. But let's see what other messages we can get for you, group 3. I just heard be careful of your investments as well, because some things can be good to be true with the Devil card as well. This is all about landing in hot water, I'm hearing. Because I did say being free of attachments. It's all about releasing your attachments to things or people. What do your habits look like? Do you need to shake your habits up a little? Do you need to let go of something that has been holding on to you for so long? that has been weak, that has weakened you over the years or over the past few months, over the past few weeks, so that you can stabilize yourself with all of these number fours, so that you can free your mental space of this attachment. So you can move forward and be free, like the person in the dry desert, because I was feeling this great level of freedom before. And with the Nine of Cups as well, it's all about turning that negative attachment, negative feeling, negative habit into something positive, like switching it to a much more positive habit. So if you drink 1 liter of Coke a day, how about drinking 1 liter of water instead? So it's looking at alternatives. If you can't fully release something, look at alternatives. Then we have the Five of Swords. Okay, so maybe this is what you're going through now. Going through a period of mental exhaustion, or maybe you've had a breakdown because maybe the boundaries have been a bit too much. Oh wow, Nine of Swords. Okay. So this seems like you'll be freeing yourself from mental torture, because we have the Nine of Swords here. Mental torture because of overthinking, because of the anxiety from the overthinking, from making mountains out of I can't speak making mountains out of molehills, exhausting yourself from overthinking. So it seems like all of this is in your head at this time. And what can you do to switch those thinking habits into a much more positive spin? Alright, and let's get let's get one more card. Can't talk anymore, group 3. The Magician, taking control, taking charge, not allowing these negative thoughts, not allowing this overthinking, not allowing these fears to get a hold of you like the devil. Because the more you think in this way, is the further downhill you'll go, the further you'll decline. And maybe your mental health hasn't been good lately. Maybe your mental health has had a flare up again, and it's like, oh no, not back in the grips of this mental health issue. Let's just put it that way. But it's all about taking control. What can you do to put yourself into a much more positive headspace? Yeah, because you've been carrying a lot. It's a lot to carry. It's too much energy to be thinking the way you're thinking right now. Burning yourself out, running yourself into the ground. This could be physical responsibilities, or just your thoughts going around in your head. Even when you're trying to sleep, maybe you've had many sleepless nights because of all your worries, all the things that are difficult to get rid of. But it's all about empowering yourself. How can you help yourself out of this situation here? Maybe a self-help book may help you. Maybe I'll link self-help into the description box under your timestamps, like I said with group 1. So it's all about looking at your unhelpful thinking habits, or looking at your even noting down your thoughts of the day can help as well. So it's down on paper. Maybe it's not as big as it seems. Maybe it's not as big of a problem as it first seems. And then you can drop the weight one at a time, you know. Alright. So let's look at your last cards. We have rat. Someone working against you or behind your back. Okay, yeah, rat. So poking holes in things so that that could be overthinking. So you've got the whole picture, and then you decide to make a hole in that because it's too good to be true, that things are going so well that your thoughts are on the right track. You decide to poke holes in it because it seems weird. Why am I in a good headspace right now when I'm usually thinking about this, that, the other? Okay, that's enough of that now. Maybe it's a self-sabotage kind of thinking, and it's about working on that so that you don't fall into those self-sabotaging habits again. We have torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness and understanding. It's time to understand yourself, basically. Understanding your self-sabotaging habits. What do you do to self-sabotage? When something happens, when something good happens, you have to find the negative, and that's a form of self-sabotage. So be more aware of your thoughts. Be more aware of your habits. Grapes, time to go out and have fun. Treat yourself better. Group 3, you can do better than this. You know, you can free yourself from all of this negative kind of thinking, these negative habits, and you can take care of yourself instead. We have younger woman, so you may be a younger person who is struggling at the moment, and you need to empower yourself to become a functioning adult, a fully functioning adult, because maybe you're worrying about your future, worrying about whether you're going to get into a uni placement that you applied for, and there's just a lot of fear on the future. Vine, seek out information that will help you. Yeah, exactly. Look closer with this detailed card, because there's always information that is at the ready with Google, with books, with journal articles, with reviews, with this, that, the other. Don't just go through something alone just because you can. Lion, time to act. Time to take action, because you can't just sit with these feelings, you can't just sit with these thoughts. You have to empower yourself. It's like building confidence. Maybe you're a younger person and you need to build your confidence, and the only way to do that is to take action. And then the last card we have is box, you will receive a gift. Yeah, we have the Knight of Cups, and then we have the box card here. So maybe you will receive something from someone, and as I was saying before, is it all that it says on the tin? Alright. Don't bottle things up. Don't hide things from yourself. Don't lock things up and just forget about it because you can. You have to work through things to get into a better position in your headspace, in your heart space, and physically as well. Alright, so yes, that's what I'm seeing for you, group 3. Let me know what you thought of that in the comment section, because those messages were quite all over the place, I found. Alright, yes, that's what I'm seeing for you, group 3. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.